Caleb, I realize you're dealing with maybe changing and shifting lineup. That's a lot to keep, certainly to keep you busy. But in rivalry games or these kind of, does the psychological, the motivational come into play, or does that go out with high school and college kids, and that's not professionals buy into?
Yeah, I mean, I think we're always motivated. It's our jobs. We have to keep our jobs, and to keep our jobs, we have to perform well. So, yeah, I think it's definitely more of something that's played up. We're always motivated. You know, we always have reasons to want to play. But this is definitely one of those games. It's a little bit bigger than the others. We know that, mainly because of our supporters and how bad they want to beat, you know, the city down the street. You know, I think, what did I say? I had it circled, Austin circled twice. I think I had this one circled 3 times. So it's a big game, and they're going to be very similar to Austin. They haven't won in their new stadium. They're going to be very desperate, and they're going to have a lot of intensity and reason to want to get a piece of us and to want to get 3 points. So it's going to be, I think, a chippy game. It's going to be an emotional game, another one. We're in a very challenging situation with, I think it's 10 or 11 guys gone or out. Last time I counted, I think it was 10. Could be 11. So we're very thin. We still have a really good roster, which helps, and we still have really good players who are available. But we're definitely thin at the 9 position, the winger position, and the midfield position. So we'll get through it. We always do, and in some ways, I told the group, we seem to thrive in these type of situations where we got to figure out a way to, you know, grind out a 3-point win on the road.
And we talked last week about how important the defense has been in terms of grinding out results. Aloy is obviously a big part of that, but having a veteran like Evan who can step in, has already done it once for you guys, how important is that, and obviously you built your team with this in mind, but how important is that at the goalkeeper position to have a veteran as opposed to maybe a younger guy who's stepping in for, you know, his 3rd or 4th start over this stretch?
Yeah, again, we brought in Evan to be the starter when Alo would leave for the Gold Cup. So he's healthy, and this is exactly why we brought him in. So it's good he got his first win as well. That always helps confidence-wise. So I think now that he's going to get a run of games, you know, 5-6 games, who knows, depending on how these teams do, you know, we feel good about that position, and that's why we signed him, similar to Bradley.
Caleb, what did you said this is the best game of the season so far.
Yeah.
What did you notice that was different? And was it the midfield, the forward line, was the attacking third? Can you give us just one thing that you really latched onto and said, hey, this is why it was the best?
Yeah, I think we've been playing really well in the last 6 games. You know, we've only lost 1 game in the last 6. And if you go back through the games, Philadelphia was an excellent performance. I said that afterwards. Austin's second half was very good. This was the most complete game we've had. Analytics show that as well. In the last 3 years, we've had 2 of our best passing games in the last 3 games. Philadelphia and this game were 2 of our best passing games in the last 3 years. And the best passing game we had was last year against Cincinnati in the bubble where we won 4-0. We had, I think, 612 passes this game. I think we had 608 versus Philadelphia, and we had 628 versus Cincinnati. And when you look at defensively, this was the best performance in the league in terms of an opponent getting front half possessions. They had 1 front half possession the entire game, and they had 0 final third possessions. And that's the best of any game in the entire season in MLS defensively. And you don't even need to see those things to know it was the best game of the year. If you have any clue, if you watch the game, we were unbelievable the entire game except for, as I said it, 2 moments, which the only 2 moments they had, and they were goals. We dominated the game. We created chances. We played with an energy. We pressed high. We disrupted everything they were trying to do. We controlled the game. And it looked like the dominant football team we want to be. And it was electric. And I thought we played extremely well. And the analytics show that if you break it down. It's one of the best games since I've been here.